Okay, so what's up mga listeners natin dyan? Ito na naman kami, ang inyong pinaka-favorite na PT and SLP interns. Ako nga pala si Jerome, ang inyong PT intern.
And I'm Rania, your SP intern.
I'm Bongs here, another SP intern.
And ngayon, welcome to our second episode of our podcast entitled Psst! That makes me think! Okay, so ngayon, ang pag-uusapan naman namin ay Neurodiversity Affirming Practice or NDA. Ayun. So, ano nga ba ang NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
Wow, non-disclosure agreement!
Hindi mo pa
Ano ba yun?
Charot. So, NDA is Neurodiversity Affirming Practice. So, yun. So, let's define siguro muna yung neurodiversity.
Yeah, kailangan maintindihan muna natin kasi kung saan ba nga siya nanggagaling. Okay, so, based on research! Okay, so, ang neurodiversity daw is the natural variation in human brains and nervous system. So, basically, nagre-refer siya sa mga natural differences kung paano ba nag-work yung mga brains ng iba't ibang tao. So, parang just like we have physical differences like yung height, eye color, our skin color. Meron din tayong mga cognitive and neurological differences such as yung tungkol sa attention, sa learning, sa mood, social interaction, and marami pang iba. So, yung mga examples nito from our experience, yung nakita natin, di ba, yung mga merong kids na may autism, ADHDers, dyslexia, and marami pang ibang mga ganun examples.
Yeah, and also additional, neurotypical is part of being sa neurodiversity. So, yun.
Ay, yeah, oo nga. Maraming nakakalimot nun. Actually, ako din. Parang...
Oh, same.
Oo, ano ako doon? Victim.
So, basically, it's not a problem to fix. It's just a variation sa human experience. So, it challenges the traditional medical view that conditions such as autism, ADHD are quote-unquote problems. So, parang ang boring nga naman if pare-parehas tayo. Tapos, pare-parehas tayo ng way ng pag-iisip.
So, parang yung sa perspective kasi ng neurodiversity, parang tinitignan nila to as traits, not as a flaw or a deficit. Pero differences na may come with both strengths and challenges. So, parang halimbawa, yung mga ibang kids natin na may attention differences. So, minsan, parang super hyper-focus nila on one thing. Which is, can be a strength din na, if super hyper-focus mo, kayang-kaya, super galing mo dun sa isang topic na yun. Or, pag naka-hyper-focus siya, kayang-kaya niyang gawin yung task na kailangan niyang, na naka-hyper-focus siya. Pero, at the same time, nagiging challenge din siya. Dahil, mahirapan na siya from shift from one task to another.
Pero yung goal nun is not to really cure people.
Yes.
But to support yung way of living nila based sa how their brain works. So, ayun.
Okay, so dito rin sa parang tatawag kasi nila neurodiversity movement. Nag-shift din siya from yung traditional model natin na medical model, which is yung disorder-based, parang ganon, to a social model. Na, kasi sa medical model, yung mga traditional natin, sinasabi lang naman doon na yung neurodivergence, tinitingnan nila as a disorder or illness to be treated or fixed. Kaya sa medical, lagi kang naghahanap ng problema. Pero dito sa social model, parang mas na-recognize natin na yung challenges na yun often come from the environment tsaka yung societal expectations than from the person themselves.
Yung participation nila.
Yeah, sa social model din, parang ina-identify mo kung ano yung mga barriers na nakaka-limit ng participation.
So parang for example, yung a non-speaking autistic person, sige, example, hindi sila less. They may just need different communication supports and acceptance than yung mga neurotypical. So, halimbawa kung sa medical model natin siya titignan, kung non-speaking ka, di ba, parang,
Pag sa medical model, yun yung ita-target mo
mm-mm.
na parang yun yung disorder niya, hindi siya nakapagsalita.
So, ito-target mo na makapagsalita siya.
Oo.
Yeah.
Sa
Pero
social
sa social
model.
model is, you're targeting kung paano siya
Communicate.
ma-integrate into the society. So, yun. We offer AAC, ganon.
Other modes of
Other modes,
communication.
Ayan, so minsan naman kasi, hindi niya nga kaya magsalita through a spoken way. Na yung parang normal natin na, mali pala yung normal.
Oops, that's not very NDA.
Ay, sorry.
Normal?
Hindi nga pala. Okay.
There's no normal here?
Yes, walang normal. That accept natin lahat ng mga differences. It's just difference. Okay, so
Let's rephrase.
let's rephrase it, guys. Ayun. So, hindi nga siya kaya speak.
Spoken communication.
Spoken communication. Pero meron siya mga ibang ways of communicating. So, for example, merong yung hawakan niya, gestures, or may tinuturo siya.
Yeah, body language.
Oo, body language. So, that's,
expression.
So that's communication din in itself. Basta naiintindihan naman siya ng mga people around him. Parang yun naman kasi parang goal ng social model. Basta makapag-communicate siya.
Basta they can participate in their environment. So, yun.
Tsaka sa neurodiversity movement kasi pinupush nila yung acceptance, not just awareness. Yung hindi lang sila aware na meron mga autistic, meron mga GLPers, meron mga ADHDers. Dapat i-accept natin sila who they are and integrate natin sila sa society. So empowerment through inclusion. Ooh.
Yeah, true. Tsaka,
Galing
we
ko.
accommodate. We accommodate kung ano yung mga challenges nila.
So, dun natin
Yeah.
mag-offer ng support.
And the typical na iisip siguro natin yan is yung mga PWD rank. Parang ganun. That's a type of accommodation that we can do for them. For them to be integrated in our society.
Ayun. Eliminating barriers.
Yeah.
Yes, eliminating
So,
barriers.
ayun. Kaya important din talaga na we listen to the lived experiences ng mga adults na experience na nila yung mga na-experience ng students natin na. Kasi parang too often, yung mga nalalaman natin is more on about thoughts ng people na non-neurodivergent naman.
Actually,
About the neurodivergent
Mga neurotypicals.
neurotypicals, yung research, parang
So yeah, dapat pakinggan natin sila kung ano yung gusto nila. Pero of course, need pa rin talaga, kung kaya, need natin i-ask talaga the people na we serve. Kung ano yung preferences nila. Kung ano
Oo,
yung
di
gusto
ba yung
nila.
tawag dati sa mga persons with autism, ganyan.
People first.
Oo.
Yeah. Pero dito, more on identity first.
Yeah, identity.
Yeah.
Shifting yung language kasi parang it's not an accessory. Yeah,
Yung
it's part of who they are
with
as a
autism.
person.
Autism is not an accessory.
Yeah.
They are autistic. They have autism. There's nothing wrong with autism. So just say they're autistic.
Yeah. And it's how they want to be called.
Pero yun nga, preference.
Yeah.
You can ask.
Oh, tsaka usually 'di ba yung mga traditional din na mga goals for them. Yung mga usually mga answering mga WH questions, mga what, who,
Especially sa
handwriting, mag-add ng numbers, mag-follow ng directions.
Tapos yung greeting.
Ay, oo.
Ayun.
Greeting
Eye
icon.
Oo, kailangan ganun, 'di ba? Tapos pag sa PD parang pinipilit sila ng skills or mag-endurance training. Pero hindi naman pala siya functional for them. So parang nung nakita si research ni Shock et al. Oh, may research! 2024. Ayan. So most acceptable goals ng mga adults na may autistics, yung mga ADHDers, mas nag-respond sila, yung mas acceptable sa kanila goals, yung sana nabigay sa kanila before, yung saying no, yung moral advocacy, making their own decisions, safety, para ma-prevent nila yung self-injury. So parang, physical safety. So parang sa PT siguro pwede mas kailangan matarget yun na kailangan malaman nila kung paano mag-move around.
Tsaka regulation.
Na hindi sila nakakasakit or nasasaktan.
Yeah, paano mag-navigate ng spaces.
And sabi din, inclusive communication, tsaka decreasing aggression. Ayun nga, so parang regulation. Kasi parang dati, parang mas nagpo-focus tayo dun sa mga developmental milestones,
Ayan.
ay mga behaviors.
And typical sa peers.
Oo, so by this age, by age 7, dapat kaya mo
Dapat
nang
ganito
tumalon,
na.
kaya mo nang tumakbo, malayo, mga ganun.
Yeah, but
So,
we forget na, is this really functional for them?
Mhm.
Is this what they need?
So parang yung parang sinasabi sa pagiging neurodivergent affirming practice or affirming therapy. So means helping someone navigate the world as they are and not molding them into someone else.
Yeah.
Yes! Daming quotes! Ayun. So parang sa akin kasi nakita, ang naging shift ko dito is parang iniisip ko pag mag-goal setting. Kasi dati, iniisip ko, ano ba yung gusto kong magawa niya? So parang more
Mo.
sa akin.
Oo.
So goal ko. So hindi ko na
Sino ka ba?
Oo. Sino nga ba ako sa kanya? So parang hindi ko naisip na goal ko yun eh. Hindi naman niya goal yun. Parang goal ko sa kanya makatalon siya ng halimbawa 10 meters. Oh,
Ay,
layo.
tumalon.
Ako, hindi naman pala niya gusto tumalon. hindi naman siya nag-sport. Ba't ako tatalon?
Matatatalo ng 10 meters.
Matatatalo ng 10 meters.
Layo ng
Ba't ako,
10 meters.
ba't ako tatakbo from one end nung field pabalik? Ayun, di ba? So parang ngayon nag-shift ako na ano ba yung important para sa kanya? Ano ba yung goal niya? Ano ba goal lang niya pala is makapagsulat or makapag-drawing ng na kung ano mang gusto niya i-drawing, mag-painting, mas more on art. So, siya pipilitin on that.
Pero syempre, we think of the goals na functional pa rin naman talaga sa kanila. Kahit not necessarily goal niya for himself, ganun.
Basta
we think of what's
makapag-participate
functional
siya.
for them. Tapos, consider din natin yung mismong kagustuhan ng student. So, yun.
So, focus tayo more on building yung self-understanding nila, confidence in doing a lot of things, especially sa movement. Diba? And then, yung mga coping strategies, and yung not erasing yung mga traits nila to appear more quote-unquote normal.
Yan.
Oh, may
Masking.
quote-unquote yan.
Masking.
Yeah, because ND is focuses on autonomy. So, we focus on kung ano yung gusto talaga ng person na yun. And we honor that in our therapy.
Yes, we meet them
At
as they are.
therapy, yeah. We honor them as people. So, kung ano gusto nila, go.
So parang wala kang nakita mga bad examples ng pagiging not affirming. So para pag tuturuan mo yung isang autistic child na masuppress niya yung
Yeah.
mga niya.
Stimming.
Stimming or
Oo.
spins? Yan.
Stimming. Yeah. Kunwari, pag yung nagbabounce ng leg up and down.
oo.
Di ba pag, typically, ang ginagawa natin, quiet hands, quiet legs, mga ganon.
Oo.
Tapos, parang, way of stimming nila yun.
Oo. Parang willing nila mag-regulate
Parang,
Doon sila nakakalma.
Kailangan nila mag-regulate. And they know how to regulate themselves. Why are you stopping them?
Oo. Para lang parang fit in sila,
Yeah.
no? Sa mga classes nila.
Mas
sa classroom.
sinusuppress mo yung totoong siya.
Oo. Pero hindi mo alam na nakaka-hinder na pala yun sa kanya. Ay, parang hindi na siya nakakatulong sa kanya.
Yeah. Kasi way of regulating niya yun eh.
So, paano natin siya... Ay, sorry, that ka.
Parang dun din napipick up ng kids kung parang okay sa ganitong environment magmamask ako kasi I've been told na what I was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
So parang yun yung tinetrain natin na behavior sa kanila if we suppress
Yeah.
their
So masking is appearing as someone else. Like you're wearing a mask. You're not really yourself. So yun nga, sabi ni Ate Bongs, pag ganon yung ginagawa natin, na sinusuppress natin yung totoong siya, yun, parang napipick up niya na, I'm supposed to act this way in this environment. So, they're masking their true self. Parang ginagawa nila, I'm like this, kunwari, pag sa classroom. Yung tahimik siya, demure, na nakikinig lang. Pero,
Demure lang siya.
oo, pero deep inside, need na niya mag-regulate. Pero pinipigilan niya kasi that's how he's
He was taught.
supposed to act kapag ganyan. So, yun.
Okay. Okay, so paano natin siya gagawin parang mas affirming?
So, para mas affirming siya, we really need to accommodate
Mm.
their needs, accommodate their wants.
Paano?
So, huwag natin pipigilan yung stimming.
Mm.
Support.
Be supported. Kung kunwari, nakikita mo nag-move around yung kid sa class niyo or session niyo, di ask him or her kung kailangan niya ng time to move around. Pag nagsabi siya na kailangan niya, di wag mong pipigilan, hayaan mo. Just give a timer or tanongin mo siya how many minutes you need.
Totoo.
Yeah, kasi it also builds confidence. Tapos yung pag-practice ng autonomy
Yeah.
and self-advocacy. So yun, parang we honor their stims, we honor their needs. Tapos yun yung parang pinaka-accommodation na we can do.
Tsaka para hindi sila mahiya dun sa
Oo.
kung ano man yung gusto nilang gawin.
Oo.
Na, this is me. This is how I am.
Builds their confidence.
Oo, with themselves. And accepting
Yeah.
who they are.
Yeah.
Tapos add ko rin, kasi most of the time, feeling ng people, pag kunwari hindi sumusunod yung bata, nagiging manipulative siya.
Oh, yeah.
Pero, we also need to consider kung ano yung nararamdaman niya deep inside. Na baka hindi talaga siya ready to do the task.
True.
Baka he
Agree.
needs some time talaga na mag-self-regulate, needs
Yes.
some time to rest kasi kunwari galing pala ng PE.
Oo.
Tapos pagod pala
Pagod na
talaga.
pagod.
Oo. Or may nararamdaman siya sa katawan
Oo,
niya.
na hindi niya masabi na kunwari masakit pala yung tiyan niya.
Mhm.
So, ayun, we really need to be mindful na hindi porke hindi ginagawa nung student yung gusto mong gawin niya. It means na nagiging manipulative lang siya na, kapag nagganto-ganto ako, parang ang mangyayari niyan, papayagan na ako ng teacher na
Oo.
hindi ko nagawin.
Especially with
Pero,
non-speaking kids, no? Na hindi nila
Ma-express.
Yeah.
ma-express.
Needs.
Or challenging
Not
sa
everything
kanila.
is being manipulative.
So imagine mo, no, ikaw yung kid na yun, tas may gusto ka sabihin pero hindi mo siya masabi. Or hindi mo siya ma-communicate dun sa kung sino man yun nasa, especially sa mga teachers, no?
Yeah. Tsaka tayo rin naman, pag may pinagawa sa'yo na hindi mo gusto.
Oo, totoo. Ba't ko gagawin yan? Ano kailangan gawin yan? Oo.
The very concept of calling them manipulative
Yeah.
is not ND affirmed.
Oo. Tsaka hindi makakatulong yun sa kanila in the future. Kasi ma-learn lang nila dun na,
Yeah.
pag nag-advocate pala ako for what I need, papagalitan lang ako, manipulative ako. Or I'm a naughty kid. Ganun.
Kasi kahit na manipulative ka, may gusto kong express. May gusto kong sabihin na, hindi ko siya gusto gawin ngayon.
Yes.
There's really something na gusto nilang sabihin. So, we don't label them as manipulative. Actually, nagiging ano pa nga yan kasi they're advocating for themselves.
Yeah.
So, we
It's
honor
really
that.
a means of
Communication pa rin siya.
Pero meron din naman times na, syempre sa ND affirming, hindi naman pwedeng like, hindi naman parang kung ano gusto niya gagawin niya, gano'n. Hindi naman gano'n siya. So, meron din mga time din, set boundaries. Especially kung yung mga gusto niyang gawin is makaka-harm sa kanya. Or marang masasaktan pala siya. Alam ba, gusto niyang tumalon dun sa stairs. Yung sa stairs na mahaba. From top to bottom, gusto niyang tumalon ng gano'n. Hindi naman yun safe. Like, pwede, kailangan mo siyang iset na,
That's dangerous.
Oh, that's dangerous. It's not safe.
Or offer alternative.
Oo, for alternative. Alam mo, gusto niya mag-jump pala. So, baka,
Trampoline na
may
Kasi baka need niya ng vestibular input. Yeah.
input. So, kailangan mo siya. Parang, sige, sama mo na siya sa trampoline or magtatalong kayo sa, saan mo siya pwede tumalon.
Oo.
Or halimbawa, nagpupull siya ng hair ng mga classmate niya or yung mga teachers. So, baka may hinahanap siya na input na gusto niya mag-pull. Gusto niya mag-pull.
Bigyan mo ng something na mapupul niya. Na safe.
Na safe. Like a putty or...
Kahit ano lang yun, kahit
stretchy.
O kahit stretchy thing eh. Para may makuha niya yung
Need
gusto
niya.
niya, yung need niya.
So, sa ND affirming practice talaga, you try to see ano yung root cause. Bakit ganun siya?
Yes.
Ano yung gusto niyang i-express. And you go from there.
Yes.
Hindi yung mag-a-assume ka na kagad. Based ako anong nararamdaman mo. Because this is not about you.
Yes. It's not about you, it's about me. Ayun.
Kaya yan, sa ND affirming talaga, it's more on strengths-based.
Yes. So, ano ba yung strengths-based approach? Ayan.
Yeah.
What are my strengths?
What are my strengths?
So, yun. It's basically, what are
Ayan.
their strengths?
Oo.
Hina-highlight yung
Yeah.
strengths nila.
Oo, ina-highlight yung mga abilities nila, interests.
Hindi yung mga weaknesses,
Oo.
difficulties na
Oo.
mga iniisip na natin, like especially before natin matutunan tong ND. Parang, hirap siya dito. So, target natin tong
Yeah.
May mga problem areas.
So, parang nagpa-problem listing ka, ganon. So, rather than concentrating on their problems o yung mga deficits, what they lack. So, mas nagpo-focus tayo kung ano yung mga kaya nila right now. Tapos doon tayo mag-start.
Yeah.
So, for example, yung merong kid na, bawa nakita natin, ano siya, challenging for him na pumunta sa isang PE class, bawa sa gymnastics, ganon. Ayaw niyang gumalaw doon. Tapos, pero naalam mo na yung may interest siya about superheroes or yung mga superheroes na lang. So parang gawin mo siyang play na kailangan natin i-save yung ganito. Tapos kailangan mo akyatin yan. Tapos yun na pala yung kailangan niya. Kailangan make something interesting. So parang sa ND or sa strengths-based approach, mas focus ka. Parang kunin mo yung interest niya, integrate mo siya dun sa thing na challenging for him para ma-support mo yung mga kailangan niyang gawin.
Yeah, parang nangyari din sa akin yan sa speech class ko noon. Like, same student. Sobrang hilig niya sa superheroes. Tapos, medyo pag sit down task, need mo talagang i-catch yung attention niya. Kasi, medyo load register siya. So, kapag sit down task talaga, kailangan interested siya. So, ang ginawa ko noon, parang problem solving kami. And then, after noon, yung mga characters na nandun sa drawing, gagawin niya superheroes. So, something simple as that, pwede siyang gawin to para highlight their strengths.
Parang focus tayo on their potential rather than yung fixing what's wrong, ganon. So, parang goal natin is to nurture what's right or what's strong with them. Diba?
What's right?
Ay, sorry. Pinalita ko na. What's strong? What's strong with
with
you? Okay, ako yung laging na ngayon na. Sorry, guys. So,
Baka hindi lang nakakasyo amin.
guys, sadya yun eh.
Yung mga listeners, actually, this is a quiz.
Quiz yun.
Parang, papakinggan nyo, tapos catch nyo, okay, Rania 1.
Ano, Jerome 2 na. Ano rin dito, parang collaboration din is very important. Kasi, it's not about yung professional being the expert. Instead, yung person being an expert on themselves. Kasi at the end of the day naman kasi, hindi naman natin talaga malalaman kung ano yung need talaga nila.
Yeah.
Sila lang yung makakapagsabi. Kasi sila yung nakakapag-experience. Kaya sinabi kanina, lived experience siya.
We steer away from compliance-based na mga tasks.
Yes.
True.
Kasi,
Kaya actually most dito sa ISM. Actually sa third, ano pa to? Pero, sa third episode, pero pahapyaw na. Most dito ng mga classes, especially sa mga therapy, kung ano yung gusto ng student. Parang minsan pumapasok dito na parang, what do you want? On the spot,
True.
what do you want? Tapos sabihin niya, I want to do free form. Okay, gawin
Let's
niyo
do free farm.
Yeah, so parang dapat you have a goal in mind, not an activity in mind. Kasi
totoo.
we honor autonomy nga.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung gusto ng student, we do that. Parang we steer away nga from compliance-based. Na parang, gawin mo to, gawin mo to.
Unless
gawin mo to.
it's unsafe.
Yeah.
safety is a priority.
True.
Yeah, pero syempre hindi naman talaga totally tatanggalin yung compliance. Kasi minsan kailangan naman talaga nila. Kunwari kapag audition, mga ganyan. Yung mga sa talaga, classes nila.
Rules-based na games.
Kailangan naman nilang matutunan talaga yun if nasa classes nila.
So, ayan. So, paano natin kaya ito ma-integrate sa practice natin as an OT, an SP, or APT? Ay, sorry. Wala nga pala tayong OT. Kasi PT and an SP. Unless si Bong, maging OT ulit. Katulad last episode.
Una makakancel.
Ayan. Sige.
May disclaimer naman, di ka naman OT.
Oo nga.
Okay. Disclaimer!
Ayan, disclaimer siya daw ulit. Thank you, Monks.
Monks.
Monks. Okay, sige.
So ito, from various sources, move away from compliance-based goals, like pag sit still sila, ganyan, or like in-expose sa mga things na ayaw nila. Like, okay, i-tolerate mo yung touch, or
Oo.
Yeah,
Hello.
especially sa
Mag-eye
sensitive
contact ka
differences.
kapag
Oo.
mag-greet ka.
okay, ulitin ko lang. Focus on regulation, autonomy. So, bibigyan talaga natin sila ng freedom to express themselves, and we honor what they decided to let us know. Sensory safety also. And, ayun, self-advocacy. So, kunwari, so support natin yung sensory needs nila rather than suppressing them, as we mentioned before. So, using stimming tools like if they need movement while sitting down, so may mga tools tayong magagamit like wobble chairs,
Oh, yeah.
fidgets, kunwari pag medyo nafe-feel nilang uneasy sila, Chewy for some of our students na kailangan nun, and noise cancelling headphones pwede rin. They can ask for it, or we can make it always available for them to use anytime. So ayun, important din to collaborate with clients on what their meaningful occupations are. So incorporating their interests, and we have to prioritize the activities that are functional for them.
Okay.
Tapos not fixing the sensory issues. So instead, help them understand and support their sensory differences. So parang maging attuned din tayo as therapists to their cues. Kunwari parang alam na natin na when they give this look, parang they're about to they're na overwhelm, or they're about to do something na parang makaka-harm sa others. So we have to know the best way to respond to them. And ito pa yung isa, parang pag may nasabi,
Grabe
or
talaga OT natin.
so
Okay.
pag may nasabi sila sa ibang tao, tapos or may nagawa na parang okay,
Considered as bad.
oo, stop that, that's mean. Ganon. Tapos
That's not very kind of you.
oo, that's not very nice. Ganon. Tapos
I don't like that.
parang instead of saying that in a more ND affirming practice, parang we can label their actions. Kunwari, nag-pull ng hair, parang, oh, you pulled my hair. Tapos we can also advocate for ourselves na parang I don't like that. Tapos tayo parang gagawan natin ng paraan para hanapin kung ano yung root ng
New problem.
yung root
Rephrase.
ng behavior.
Yes.
So, sa mga ganong situation, kunwari may sinisik siyang sensation like pulling. So, pwede natin siyang bigyan nga ng something na mahihila niya. Like, stretchy things. Kahit nga chewy na mga stretchy. So, ayun. Parang, pag nakilala natin sila, pag na-understand natin kung saan sila nanggagaling, parang may mga ways talaga na pwede natin silang matulungan, especially when they're seeking sensation.
Saka, di naman tayo OT, pero yun nga, dapat maging
Grabe.
aware, not just OTs,
Oo.
but all na nag-work with the child, kung
Yes.
ano yung mga sensory differences nila. Kasi we really shouldn't hinder kung ano yung mga pangangailangan nila doon.
I agree.
Tsaka kung ano yung tingin nating normal.
Yes,
For
Your
us,
Honor.
parang normal naman yung
Yung-
volume.
oo.
Bakit ka naiingayan? Naiingayan nga siya.
Tama.
So, dapat we honor kung ano yung
Yeah,
sensory
we have to
differences
honor
nila.
their sensory differences.
Not just because it's okay for us, it's okay for them.
Yes, true.
So, yun. Okay, what about PT?
Okay. So as a neurodivergent affirming PT.
Wow!
Wow!
Words na siya eh.
Nag-boards na ako. PT na ako. Okay, so parang sa PT side naman, parang, actually, no, bago pumunta dito, hindi ko alam na may role pala ang PT in, parang treating neurodivergent clients. Especially, hindi ko
Talaga?
alam. Parang hindi kasi siya, parang naturo sa amin. Sorry, sir.
Pero parang more on,
Sorry, sirs.
Parang
Talaga.
Parang more on rehab yung naisip ko. Ay, ano ba, pag na-injure, gano'n.
Tapos pag
rehab
na
mo
yung
siya.
mga may CP.
Oh, yun may
more
mga
on,
CP.
kayo.
So, parang kita-kita mo na talaga yung mga mga kailangan nila. Pero with naman kasi neurodivergent clients, ang in-explain sa akin before, parang kita mo naman na naglalakad sila, nakapag-usap sila. So, hindi mo makita na, meron din pala siyang pwedeng ma-target ng PT. Especially when it comes to body awareness,
Ayun,
movement
parang
confidence, tapos motor planning. Ayun. So, minsan kasi parang yung movement patterns ng mga neurodivergent kids, hindi naman siya parang hindi natin kailangan i-force yung mga quote-unquote normal na sinasabi nila na posture. Kailangan straight body. Pag maglalakad
Yung
ka,
coordination
kailangan super coordinated yung paglalakad mo, ganun. Unless nakaka-hinder siya sa sa walking nila or sa pag-move nila around. So parang when someone moves in a way na parang unexpected or non-traditional, hindi naman siya sign na may talaga sila, may quote-unquote problem. Ay, nagko-quote-unquote na ako. Parang hindi So, parang it often reflects kung paano nagko-communicate yung brain nila and yung body nila. So, siguro yung mga sensory differences, for example, may sila, hirap, parang challenging for them na malaman kung asan yung kamay ko right now. So, more on proprioception. So, pag inangat nila yung kamay ko, nakaangat na pa siya. Or for them, yun na yung straight. So, pag sa atin, naka-bend siya. Pero sa kanila, straight ko na yun eh. Ayun. So,
Before
parang...
talaga dito sa ISM, akala ko puro OT usually.
Diba? Parang more OT, diba?
Oo nga, gross motor siya. Pero like, dito ko lang din na-realize na, kapag pala neurodivergent, yung iba sa kanila, meron din talagang mga gross motor, mga challenges sa gross motor movements nila. So, ako nga, PT yun.
Oo, diba?
Oo, yung iba, hindi ko nahalata with the way they walk.
True.
Parang, need nila ng PT. Parang okay naman.
Okay. Ayun, diba? Hindi yung
Okay
parang...
naman.
Yun din yung sinabi sa akin before coming here. Ng ating mga CS. Na hindi, parang... Pero meron talaga matatarget pa rin yung mga PT. Pero siyempre, parang we meet yung mga different patterns nila with curiosity and respect din. Not with correction or judgment. So, for example, yung mga iba na... diba dapat, sasabi na pag maglalakad ka, dapat may specific na gait siya.
Oo.
Pag maglalakad ka, dapat nag-swing yung arms mo, nag-twist yung trunk mo, kasabay. Pero yung iwan nating mga kids, parang hindi siya regulating for them. Parang overwhelm siya. So, minsan yung iba, naglalakad sila na naka-cross yung fingers or parang prayer position. Lalakad siya, tapos hindi nila gagalaw yung nila. Especially kapag unfamiliar environment. So, parang yun yung pala yung way nila para communicate sa'yo na I'm feeling unsafe or I'm not feeling good. So parang sa PT, so ayun, parang more on yung choice-based movement. So helping them move around or kung meron silang specific goal na gusto nila sa hindi sila makapag-participate sa PE as actively kasi parang goal nila makapag-make ng friends. So sa PT, parang ano ba yung naghihinder para makapag-make ka ng friends? Kasi it's challenging for you to go to activities. Tapos di mo parang hirapan ka mag-plan kung paano gawin yung mga laro na gustong gawin ng mga kaklase mo. So yun yung ipapractice mo sa PT. So mga ganong skills yung kino-consider.
So, yun. For SP naman,
Yes! SP ka! SP!
so for SP, so yun nga, this is widely practiced talaga here na hindi lang sa SP, yung neurodivergent affirming language talaga.
Yeah.
Yung strengths-based, yung iniiwasan nga namin magsabi ng problem,
Oo.
ng difficulties. So we're more on challenges. Ganyan. Tapos kaya nila to with support. Wag mo sabihin na kaya nila to, pero
ganito. Dapat kaya nila to. Pero with, hindi, mali.
Ay!
Sobrang kaya nila to, give and support. Tapos, we respect all communication methods. Like, Gestalt. Sobrang, dito ng Gestalt. Ang daming students na may Gestalt.
What's Gestalt?
Gestalt is, yung meron silang certain scripts to express what they want. So, for example, kapag yung no nila, parang no lang siya. Ayoko. Pero pag sasabihin nila, no, I'm scared! With intonation.
Ow!
And all.
Gaya.
So, mostly dyan sa mga napapanood nila, mga napapakinggan nila.
Oo nga.
Tapos, na-associate nila sa isang thing, sa isang concept. Tapos, yun yung sinasabi nila every time na they want to express that. So, ayun, parang hindi natin siya pipigilan. Kasi, that's their way of communicating na ito yung gusto niya i-communicate. Pero ito yung method niya. So, bakit natin iibahin yun?
Okay.
Ang gagawin natin sa mga Gestalt, tutulungan natin sila to level up.
Level up.
To go higher sa stages na parang they can mix na yung mga scripts nila with different words hanggang sa kaya na nila mag-formulate ng sarili nilang sentences. Yung ganon. Tapos sa AAC naman, kapag sa mga non-speaking students, we offer AAC agad. Kasi, kasi it's another way of communicating. Kasi what if they can't really express through speaking, pero they can express through pointing, through, kunwari, drawing din, yung ganon. So yeah, we provide different methods of communication. Tapos, we also respect that. Kahit yung mga body language, tapos mga gestures, yun. So, parang titignan din natin. Hindi lang, parang papakiramdaman din natin. Especially sa mga non-speaking kids.
Yeah. May i-add lang ako dun. Kasi, with non-speaking kids, kahit kunwari may AAC device na sila, tinuturuan pa rin sila ng other gesture na language para kung alin yung mas convenient for them to use or kung alin yung nagwo-work para sa kanila, yun yung gagamitin nila. Kunwari, kahit naka-AAC siya, during classes, tinuturuan ng more na sign na parang pinagkikiss yung hands. Ayun. So, parang i-offer mo talaga yung other modes of communication. Tas, what works for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what works for them, not what works for
For
us.
you.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Tapos yun, parang sa speech, iniwasan nga din yung mga communication na goals na greeting, hi, hello, tapos yung eye contact, oh my goodness. Based sa lived experiences, yun nga, yung eye contact, it's something na very bearing for them. Like, alam mo yung pag nag-eye to eye daw sila with other people, feeling nila, hubad sila. So, parang hindi natin siya tina-target, supposedly.
Yeah.
Tsaka yun, parang yung hi, hello, they have a different method. Especially if they have a different method of, parang acknowledging other people in the room.
Yeah. So long as it's not harmful then for others.
Parang functionality, yun talaga yung goal natin.
Pero in summary, okay, summarize. So, yung neurodivergent affirming practice is parang mas nagpo-focus tayo on the children's strength or actually any person's strength. Parang instead of imposing goals that based on parang quote-unquote fixing or nasabi nilang normalizing based dun sa societal standards, we co-create goals with them, syempre, that feel meaningful for the individual. So, whether it's being able to play a favorite game nila, parang itulungan natin sila para makapag-participate sa ganun. Move around their environment without fear. So, para hindi sila tatakot na mag-climb ng stairs kung meron man silang sensory differences about our mga vestive or prop. And move more freely during the day. Para goals should be empowering and not diminishing. And it isn't about making someone fit in. It's about helping them navigate the world with confidence, with acceptance, and with authenticity. Wow!
Scripted.
So, ayan.
Grabe naman
Scripted.
yun.
Grabe sa script, no? Hindi, gawa ko yun. Gawa ko. Okay, so we honor yung differences nila. Yun nga. We build trust, and we create a space for their bodies to move in the ways that work best for them. So, parang, first, yung sa speech, kung mas nag-work sila na mag-communicate through gestures or through an AAC, then go. So, sa PT, kung mas nag-move sila if pinakita mo na yung movement sa kanila instead of yung bibigyan mo yung verbal instruction na eto, do this, do that, do this. Para mas nag-work sila. Pakita mo na lang. Okay.
Oo.
So, mas nag-work pala yun, then go. Tapos sa OT naman, if
Yung sensory differences.
sensory differences in general.
Kung
Tsaka-
kailangan nilang gumalaw, di go.
go.
Yeah.
And unless kung may unsafe sa kanila. So, important pa rin na may boundaries.
So, na-mention mo yung trust. I think that's the most important.
Yeah.
Trust.
Kasi if they don't
Trust you.
trust you, they
No.
won't feel safe with you or with the environment.
If they don't trust you na you'll honor what they want, what
Oo.
they need.
They won't open up.
Yes. So that's parang integral part siya ng your NDA. Ayun. So, ayun lang naman. Ang hyper. So, ayun. So, yan ang nagtatapos ang aming episode. Number 2. So, that is neurodivergent affirming practice here based on our experience in ISM. So, hope everyone learned a lot. So, sana may natutunan kayo sa amin muli about our topic. And if meron kayo ulit questions, comment down below. Yes! Comment down. PM.
Kung sa Spotify ka nakikinig, PM.
So, Spotify PM. And if sa Facebook, Facebook, comment.
Huwag na kayo mag-comment.
Huwag na kayo mag-comment. So, ayun. So, see you on our next episode. And goodbye. This has been Jerome.
And Rania.
And Bongs.
And we are the PSTers. PSTers. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.